You are watching 2+U Nevada, and October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Trigger warning for anybody watching from home. Once a week throughout the month of October, we are going to be talking domestic violence. Joining me now, Sylvia Gonzalez and Tracy Garrity from Domestic Violence Resource Center. Thank you both so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you.
So Tracy, let's talk about why it's so important for people to have a strategy to exit safely from a violent relationship.
Yes, a personal safety plan is to help people with safety. It reduces risk and increases their control over a dangerous situation. So it's really important that when clients are coming in that we talk to them about, do you have a safety plan? Have you thought about a safety plan? What would a safety plan look like to you, because it's unique to each individual and their particular situation. So what may work for one client may not work for another client. It's not a cookie cutter type plan.
Right, and last week we talked about there are 8 different kinds of identifiable domestic violence. So what kind of services are there for people living in a violent relationship?
So we have different types of services depending on the situation, but we have crisis intervention, we have a 24-hour hotline, we have emergency shelter where a person can stay in the shelter for up to 90 days. We also have counseling. We provide support groups, we provide assistance with they need to file for a restraining order, if they need like safety planning, if they need to relocate to a different location, we can assist with them to be able to relocate. We've relocated people to New York, California. So we also provide pet shelter. So if somebody is fleeing an abusive situation and they have pets with them, they don't have to leave their pets behind, because we know the abuser will start abusing the pets to try to get the victim to come back home. So we do provide a pet shelter. We partner with Noah's Animal House back in 2017. And as long as the client is in our residential program, they can keep their pets at Noah's. And I want to emphasize on this more because we don't want victims of domestic violence to leave their pets behind, because we know pets are like their children for them. When they go into the shelter, if they don't have a place to stay, they can also try to apply for a transitional housing program, which a person can stay for up to 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And while they're in our program, they also get financial literacy from one of our financial coaches. We also provide life skills. So there's a lot of services that we provide, a lot to name, but you can always call our agency at 775-329-4150 for more information.
Sylvia, this is amazing, and you touched on it a little bit, especially with the pets, but you know, broadly, a lot of people out there who may not know how all-encompassing a violent offender could be. The question is, why do they stay?
You know, there's a lot of myths out there which are not true. A lot of people stay because they're in fear, because they've been told that if they leave, they're going to take their children away, that they're going to call immigration, they're going to be deported. If we have a victim that's never worked, or they're not allowed to work because they want to keep them home, they don't have the financial means for them to be able to rent an apartment or to make it out on their own. So they stay for different reasons. And we need to understand that it's not that easy for somebody to leave, because they're more in danger of losing their life when they leave the situation, because now he doesn't have control over her.
And Tracy, to this point, you help people get temporary protection orders, aka restraining orders. And once that determination has been made, okay, I'm going to flee this life and this lifestyle, why is that so important?
Well, it's for people that feel that they're in immediate danger or they're being threatened by another person. And the protection order is part of a safety plan, but I always tell clients, don't let it allow you to have a false sense of security, because at the end of the day, it is a piece of paper, not a bulletproof bubble that's protecting them 100%. So with or without a protection order, they should have a safety plan in place. But a protection order does allow for the client to have, you know, safety in so much as the other party can't be within 100 yards of certain addresses, can't have contact with that individual. If there are children involved, they can request that there's very limited contact or no contact while the order is temporarily in place. It allows law enforcement to act upon a violation of a protection order by reporting violations so that that person feels somewhat protected with a protection order in place.
Okay, thank you both for being here this afternoon. Again, if people want to reach out and learn more about the services provided at Domestic Violence Resource Center, what's the website, what's the phone number?
So the website is dvrc.org, and then our telephone number is 775-329-4150. Our address is 1301 Cordon Avenue, suite number 180 in Reno. But I wanted to mention something very important. You don't need to have a restraining order or a police report to receive services from our agency. Just come on in. When you walk in that door, we'll believe you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're watching 2+U Nevada.